I have a personal goal where I get a jersey for every team in the league, and I usually only shop sales because jerseys are expensive and I don't have a ton of money to just spend on fun things, but this is the one thing that I have spent my fun money on. And I've accumulated a lot, and recently there have been a lot of sales because of Adidas switching over to Fanatics and a lot of players getting traded and then beating their former team in the 7-game series in the playoffs in convincing fashion. But we're going to get to that. I just wanted to show off and the jerseys that I've gotten recently. There was a sale on the NHL shop website where the jerseys were 40 bucks each, which fantastic deal. I was lucky to be in a position where I was able to jump onto that, and I filled out my collection to not be complete but too shy, even though I have an Atlanta and Arizona jersey, so I technically have 32 out of teams, but I'm still waiting for 2 more. I'm not waiting for them to be shipped here, I'm just waiting to find a jersey that is cheap enough for me to buy. And one of them you can probably guess, Utah Mammoth. The other one is the Florida Panthers. I'm going to be ranking my jerseys later in a separate video, but the jerseys came in and I wanted a live reaction to me owning some of these. Some of them you've already seen because I bought them not on this sale. I bought them via eBay or Mercari, third-party seller buyer market thing. And so I wanted to show those off because I think jerseys are fun. Jerseys are cool, right? Why else would I want all of these, especially as a Vegas fan? I love hockey jerseys. And so the Dallas Stars, I like this more than I thought that I would when I got it in. The silver, glittery silver, is really, really cool and something that I enjoy when looking at this jersey. The other one that you guys have already seen, especially if you saw my last video, is the Winnipeg Jets. This is their alternate heritage, that if they went to these as the full-time homes and white version for the aways that they had for the winter class. That outdoor game back in 2016, that was a Reebok, but they had an Adidas. If they went to those full-time, that would be fantastic. This echo is probably horrible. I'm still trying to figure out my sound since I moved. But this one is customized to be Schmidt. Nate Schmidt, Stanley Cup final legend, Stanley Cup champion. Nate Schmidt, I love that dude. When he was in Vegas, he was a heart and soul guy. I remember there was this video of him and Revo talking about eating a whole pizza and all that jazz. But love Schmidt, super happy that he and Nosek were able to win the Stanley Cup. And those are the 2 jerseys that y'all have seen that I've had on my channel. This one came in recently, and it's the one I alluded to earlier. I have an Avs jersey now, which is crazy. This is Mikko Rantanen because, you know, understandably, Avs fans were a little salty and wanted to get rid of his jersey, and so I found it for relatively cheap. The Jets jersey was the most expensive. This was the second one because they're customized. And so I think I got them for about 100 bucks. I sold my Seattle Winter Classic jersey, which I was up in the air about because it is such a sweet jersey, but Seattle home and away jerseys in general by themselves are already really sweet, and honestly enough for me. The Yanni Gourde, if he had come to Vegas, that would have been, I would not have been able to get rid of that one. Like personally, I would have had to keep onto it, but he's with the Lightning now, so it is what it is. But Mikko Rantanen, 96 is my birth year, so cool. I'm probably going to add a 2022 Stanley Cup Final or Champions patch there, but I liked that it had the A. So now I'm unwrapping these. 2 of these, all of these came from the NHL shop. 2 of them I've owned before, a version of. A Reebok for the second one that I'm going to show you, and then this one I owned an Adidas for, but I ended up selling it off for less than I bought it for, just because like I needed the money and funds in other ways. But literally just out of the package, the New York Rangers. All of these are prime green Adidas from the NHL shop, magically finding a bunch more on stock and then having them at 40, and then several hours later it jumped up to 70 per. So I'm really lucky that I checked that day. And that's one of the things that if I were to give tips on buying jerseys, which there's plenty of YouTubers, Hockey Guy and Post to Post, that talk about this, but having like pages that you just open on a daily basis and check for like 5 minutes to see if the sale happened, that's one thing that I do. But the Rangers jersey Again, it was $40 for this, which is not going to, it is fantastic. I'm also going to mention who I'm going to, because I want all of these customized. And a running theme that I have that I avoided with the Avs one is former Vegas Golden Knights or former goalies. And so my Dallas Stars jersey honestly just might go to my favorite player for the Stars, which is Jason Robertson. And then the Jets one, former Vegas Golden Knight legend, you know. And so Rantanen kind of breaks that, but my Maple Leaf jersey is a Matthews, and it's just because he's a stud. Even if Marner comes here, I will have to sell that one and try to get a Marner one of the same jersey because I need the theme, you know? Even if my Avs jersey won't cover it. So for the Rangers, it's going to be either, I want it to be Jonathan Quick. It might end up having to be King Henrik Lundqvist, which I'd be fine with. Battery died, so I honestly don't know what I was even saying, and the lighting looks different now. That's great, but I needed a throat cooler anyway. I think what I was saying is the prime green having the raised lettering really, in my opinion, just improved all of these jerseys. So I'm really lucky that I have all of these in prime green. And so the next one, I had a restock of this in the past, and it was customized then as an Ovechkin jersey. And I'm kind of sad that I got rid of it, but I have the away Capitals one, which it's just, I think they need to redesign. I want them to go back to the red and white and blue Screaming Eagle as their main home jersey. The black one and bronze is great, but that red, white, and blue one is just their best jersey, in my opinion. And it is I would not be opposed to this logo being the front either, but the word mark, it's fine. I want to customize this as an Ovechkin or Chandler Stevenson, maybe, but I want my Seattle jersey to, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But with him, with the Stanley Cup Final 2018 patch, which is technically a jersey foul because they weren't wearing the prime greens when that happened, but like, I don't care about that personally, and it's for my jersey collection. Like my Anaheim Ducks jersey, I want to customize as Trevor Zegras, but it's their 25th anniversary one, which was not, he never wore that one because it was before he made his debut in the league, and I don't care. It's for me, it's my jersey, it's like, I really don't care. The next one is, this one has been on sale with Ross stores, and I have not been able to find one at my own personal Ross. So when I saw it for, it was $10 more than I would have found it for at a Ross. I don't know, I went for it. The Islanders, which never owned an Islanders jersey. This is pretty sick. I do like the raised lettering. It's not going to come off in the video, but I like this more than I thought I would. But the circle is a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. I would probably customize it as a Leonard, which, controversy. But he meant a lot to the island meant a lot to him. He won the Masters and Jennings trophy there. And so that's, I don't know, I love goalies, you know? So, is what it is. This next one, again, I haven't looked at these. I opened the bags so that it would be easy to just take out, but I haven't seen these yet. And so this is my live reaction. And this one, staying in New York, all three of those. New Jersey. Did I say New York? Well, just right next door, you know? One of my favorite shows is How I Met Your Mother, and the I Heart New Jersey episode, and then there's a couple of like, anyway, this is sick. One of the best brands in hockey, just iconic. Part of me wants to customize it as a Brodeur because, again, goalie guy, even though I don't think that he is the best goalie in NHL history, which controversial take. But this is, I really like the red. They nailed it. So this is really cool. Eric Howell just got traded to Nashville. But Paul Cotter, maybe? I loved that kid. Are you kidding me? He is the only 2018 draft pick from the Vegas Golden Knights to play in an NHL game, which I'm going to talk about Vegas and drafting here in a bit. But having that customized as Paul Cotter, if he signs an extension there and stays, that's probably what I'm going to do. This next one is a new jersey. And by new, I mean like it's the new version for this team. It's the Philadelphia Flyers, their new burnt orange one, as opposed to the bright orange one. And I don't care about size. Some of them I like wearing over like hoodies, and like I'm not playing in any of them. So all my jerseys range from like size 46 all the way up to 60. And the 61 just drowns me, but it's my Vegas Hockey Fights Cancer one, and I have worn that to play, just like shinny or whatever. But this is, I'm really grateful that they don't have the ads, because the big blue IBM right there, which, yeah, is not great. But if the rumor comes true from that I talked about last video about Nick Hague going to the Flyers, immediately that's what I would want to do. And for getting these customized, I think what I want to do is I want to learn how to customize myself. I watched a couple of YouTube videos about it. I just need a sewing machine, and I did a sewing merit badge in Boy Scouts when I was a kid. But this would all end up being cheaper than me, like so much cheaper. I would save so much money, even if I got a nice sewing machine. So just something I'm looking into, which might not be for a while. And when I do my jersey rankings, I'm gonna have to rank them based on now, as opposed to what they will potentially / what I want them to be, you know? But my last one that I got is this. And this one wasn't 40, this one was like 60 or something. US, but this is such a beautiful jersey. Oh my goodness. There was the option for their home jersey, and it had a lot more sizes. This one miraculously had a 52. The other sizes were 44 and 46, which I could technically fit into a 46, but I don't want to. Because the sleeves are pretty short, and also I'm putting on a few. But this is really, really pretty. And doesn't have as much of the rays and the crest as opposed to the other prime greens, but I really, really like this jersey. I like it a lot more than I thought I would too, and I knew I would like it. But my plan for my Panthers eventual jersey, and this one, is I have a Riley Smith Bruins jersey, and I need to get one of each Misfit, original, like the Misfit line, the Marchessault and Carlson. So Marchessault would be my Panthers jersey, and then this is, even though he never wore an Adidas, and it's going to be a jersey foul, William Karlsson, with a number 25, which is weird, but it is what it is. And so this is probably my favorite of the ones that I got from the NHL website, which is why I was willing to pay a little bit extra for it. They're safe. But in general, like I'm really lucky to be able to be in a place to afford all these jerseys, and this is literally what I put all of my fun money in. My entire marriage, like we get mad money per month where we're able to spend it without consulting the other spouse, and we budget like crazy. And so this is like the one thing that I've spent my fun money on, this and like soda, and I love it. So now I'm up to 30 of the 32 active teams. I have a couple of extra jerseys in all of the Vegas ones. So in total, it's crazy because it just jumped by a lot. That's 9 jerseys that I just jumped up with. Yeah, yes. So I went from, I think I'm up to like 40 now, which really, again, grateful that I can be in a position for that. It also will make my skip videos more immersive. Instead of being the Columbia Blue Jackets, I can be the Columbus Blue Jackets now. And in general, I love these. I wear them mostly for, like, I would wear them outside of the house. Any of them. Even though, like, I'm a Vegas fan. I live in Georgia right now, so the one that would get the most attention would probably be at Thrashers. But honestly, anytime I see anyone out in public in a hockey jersey, I just go, wow, hey, that's cool. And like, I know they're a hockey fan, and I don't even care if it's an Oilers fan or a Sharks fan or like, it's whatever. I want to talk to them about hockey, right? Because it's not as fashionable as they are, extremely, and they're expensive. But like, people aren't just wearing Yankees or Braves hats as an aesthetic, right? For hockey jerseys, they don't wear them as an aesthetic as much, unless it's like a vintage Mighty Ducks one. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on the brand new jerseys that I've gotten. I really, and this is crazy. This is so cool. I'm so glad that I've saved to be able to afford these. But let me know in the comments what the favorite jersey that you saw that I got recently down below, who I should get them customized as, right now. If you had to pick someone right now, who should I get the customized as? I don't know, comment whatever. If you want to say what jersey you want, what's your Grail jersey, let me know in the comments, but that's gonna be it. If you enjoyed jerseys, hit like, hit subscribe. I'm gonna do a jersey countdown where I'm ranking all of my jerseys in my collection later in the summer after free agency. But thank you so much for watching. That's gonna be it for today's nightly review. Have a good night.